Alright, welcome back. Okay, now it's time for a midsummer incident. I swear if this is another game where it's all just a dream, I'm gonna be a little pissed.
Welkin Gunther reporting, Captain. Hey, Welkin.
Hey cool, Faldio's here again.
You got called in too, Faldio?
I apologize for calling the two of you in on an off-duty day. Princess Cordelia has graciously extended banquet invitations to the three of us.
Well, hot diggity.
What? But why us?
I mean, Faldio didn't even do anything.
It seems you two will be recognized for your successes at Vassal and more recent arcs. The event will be held tomorrow at the castle.
Oh. I'm not really good with the formal stuff.
Only Welkin would see an issue with being invited by a princess.
Clue how rare a chance to meet the princess is?
You know what? I don't think Welkin really gives a shit about royalty or anything like formal events and stuff like that.
If that's true, Princess Cordelia herself is a Valkyria, and we get an audience with her.
That's pretty cool. Although our last experience with a Valkyrie is not entirely
Just
great.
don't forget to wear dress uniforms, gentlemen.
Oh man.
I'll meet you
But the
for
dress
breakfast.
uniforms look like nerd stuff.
You're dismissed until then.
So much for my plans to go bird watching tomorrow.
Jeez. Leave it to Welkin to just have an issue with being invited by a princess personally.
I hope they don't mess this up.
Rod looks pretty cool though. She pulls the hat off.
Captain.
Hey, there you go, Welkin. Yeah, the hats are a little dorky.
Goodness, Welkin, I hardly recognized you.
Yes, Captain. Alicia helped me get ready this evening.
Of course she did. That was
She
sweet
kept
of her.
punching me when I told her she couldn't come with me. I'm still sore.
She punched me even harder when I said I didn't want to go.
Well, consider it combat experience.
Wow, Welkin. No grass stains or anything. Very funny, Faldio. Nice hat, by the way.
You're wearing one too, Welkin.
Yeah, I never did like the look of these ugly things. I've been boycotting them.
Hey, don't you all look nice?
Good evening, Miss Ellett. Here to cover the banquet tonight?
You know it. Apparently, an ambassador from the Federation's been invited to the party. I smell a plan to sign up an alliance between Gallia and the Federation at work here.
But Gallia's national policy has always been to shun alliances and remain neutral.
I figure it's mostly the idea of Prime Minister Borg, Princess Cordelia's regent.
Okay, the word Borg, the name Borg just doesn't seem like a very, you know, trustworthy name.
With all due respect, the princess isn't much more than a mouthpiece for his policies now.
Well, that's not great.
We're about to attend a banquet, and now I've gone and lost my appetite.
It's about time to enter. Let's go.
Judging from this picture, these guys look like assholes.
Your Highness, thank you for your
Oh my god, this guy.
Might you grace this assemblage with a word?
He kind of looks like a really, really dorky version of Funny Valentine.
Honored ladies and gentlemen.
I know what I said. That man is stylish. This guy is not.
Peak of joy. For now, two great powers join together. Gallia and the Federation pledge their allegiance as we seek to build together an eternal peace for Europa.
Know this. The honor of dear Gallia, in fact her very freedom, is currently under attack and hangs by the thinnest thread.
You can totally trust me. Me and my goatee that could stab a man.
Remains on the throne, she who is the scion of the Valkyria's ancient blood promise. No force on this earth will ever see this nation defeated. Is that not so, Princess?
Yes. I draw strength from the Valkyrian bloodline.
You can tell from my horns, I guess. Yeah, give the fucking golf clap.
I am nearly at a loss for words. The privilege of brokering peace with you, Your
Hey, look, it's Steve Bloom again,
greatest honor of my life.
but as an evil guy.
Thank you for it.
Tell me that guy's not evil.
With bountiful stores of Ragnite and your strategic position between East and West, you've become the foundation of Europa. In this time of peril,
Both these guys have evil mustaches. That's not the good kind. Not the good kind.
imperial threat before us.
They just want to be sure they're the ones who control us when this is over. Make no mistake, the Federation would conquer Europa the same as the Empire. This is stupid.
It is hard to accept what he's saying.
As long as we fight as one, the Empire's forces will never be a danger.
I mean,
We shall
that's not...
topple the
Okay, really?
and rid the
What's with the
world of
fucking feather in the... What's with the oversized feather in his hat?
our great banner.
Why does everybody have stupid hats? What's with the stupid hats in this game?
All of Europa. Well, there's something we haven't heard before.
We're not fighting this war so we can invade another country. Absolutely. All we want is to keep our homes and our families safe.
Now, my friend, let us put an end to all these formalities and raise a glass to honor this historic alliance.
Yes, a toast to the shining future that awaits. Cheers!
Cheers!
Meh. This just seems like...
Where
Yeah.
are you going? I've got a bad taste in my mouth. This is garbage. I'm out of here.
Fuck this, I'm out.
Going home, Welkin. See ya.
Can you do that, Faldio? Is that allowed?
Faldio.
Okay, I mean... Alright.
I'm glad that's over.
That shit was boring.
We should be heading back soon. I believe the exit was this way. Oh,
And then Virat was court-martialed and shot in the face.
Princess Cordelia.
I'm so terribly sorry. Are you all right, Your Highness?
I am unharmed.
My pointy hat protected
I
me.
cannot begin to apologize. Please forgive my clumsiness.
Do not trouble yourself. I bid you a safe return and a good night.
Your Highness, are you really in support of an alliance with the Federation?
Welkin is pretty bold.
Lieutenant Gunther, have you lost your mind?
Please forgive
He does not give a
me.
shit about social
I'm
classes.
out of line. But seeing you tonight, I got the feeling that your opinion is being ignored.
I am still young. All political matters are handled by my regent, Borg.
What was your dad thinking when he had him as his regent?
And of the Valkyrian
I'm not sure how these whole, like, royal bloodlines and royal, like,
Their protection
organizations
does not
work,
rely
but
on my personal
really?
feelings.
The guy's name is Borg.
I need only live by the laws set forth by those who come before me. I bid you once more, good night.
Your Highness.
Do you copy? It's me. The mark is alone. Now is our chance.
Oh no, shit, another Steve Bloom is evil?
Have the armored car on standby. Once I have the mark, I'll be there.
Holy shit, Steve Bloom is playing another evil person in this game.
We're here. Good night, Welkin.
Good night, Captain.
Wait! Hold it, Virat! Virat!
Ah!
Terrible news!
General Damon, what's the problem?
Fucking Damon is way too close to the damn screen.
Cordelia's been kidnapped!
Do you have to part the mustache?
Can't be.
Yes!
Like, you couldn't just let it grow between... Whatever.
Spy all along.
No shit!
So the Federation takes her under their considering the sorts of backroom dealings and extortion they've used till now.
So get on it! Verloc, you've got to get her back!
But everybody's here. Why don't we all just team up? Why does it gotta be Squad 7 all by itself?
Immediately.
Yes, Captain.
I mean, whatever. I mean, the princess just got kidnapped. You'd think every single squad in the entire, like, Gallian army or militia or whatever would just, like, be on this in a second.
Hey, Casey, what is that thing?
It's an airplane. The first test flight succeeded during EW1. Now research is going on all over the world.
Whoa, so this is what one of those things looks like. Man, I want up in one.
Oh, hello, Leon. Kreese.
Hey, Sarah, you got the day off. What are you hanging around here for?
Wait, let me guess. Are you building this airplane, Isara?
Well, she did say she wanted to, like, fly her brother, which is an odd phrasing, but still.
Leave it to you, Isara. You learned all this on your own?
I'm working from documents my father collected before his death.
Leave it to Isara to be a badass mechanic.
I'm so impressed.
So where are you flying to once it's all done? Going on a Trans-Gallian tour, maybe?
First, I'd like to take my brother up in it. Once, when we were young, he and I were out bird watching when he mentioned it. That he wished he could fly like they did. That's my goal. I've been pursuing this project bit by bit in my free time.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, that's real sweet.
Hey.
Isara, can I ask you a favor? Please, let me help you build your airplane.
What?
I want to become an engineer of your caliber someday, Isara.
Wow, and he's been working here for a bit.
Watching you work would help me learn a great deal.
And he's already feeling overshadowed by, like, the new girl.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, then can I help out too? Come on.
Well, that's nice of them.
Of course not. I may not look bright, but I've been working my butt off in R&D for a while.
Of course.
You know, Isara deserved a break after all the shit Rosie gave her.
All right.
It's nice that some people are treating her like a normal person.
That's the emergency siren.
What's happening at this hour?
Let's ready the Edelweiss. I'm sure that whatever it is, it's urgent.
Absolutely. I'll help you prep it.
We have an emergency on our hands. Princess Cordelia has been kidnapped by Federation operatives.
Okay, so now it is time to rescue Princess Cordelia. This mission is super quick and super easy, especially considering that I've grinded the hell out of my characters. Basically, Princess Cordelia has been kidnapped and placed into an APC, and if she gets to an exit point, then the game is over and you lose. So, you cannot use your Edelweiss and you cannot use Lancers to attack the APC, otherwise you risk killing the princess. So this is pretty much a scout slash shock trooper mission only. However, that does not mean that the Edelweiss is useless. As they'll soon explain in the mission itself, the Edelweiss can be used to block off the APC's path and kind of narrow down its options. But we're not going to be doing that. Because, again, since I've grinded my characters to such ridiculous levels, and I've gotten them some pretty decent equipment, this is not hard. I really wanted to bring Vice, but I didn't know. I really wanted to bring Vice on this mission, but I decided to opt out of it.
Unharmed. Failure isn't an option.
I'm gonna at least let Rosie get a chance. If she's gonna be racist toward Darks, and she's gonna at least put her boots to the ground.
Squad 7, move out.
Show that she's at least worth keeping around.
To the harbor, full steam. The ship's waiting there to take us out of Gallia. Apologies for the cramped quarters, Your Highness. We'll have you comfortable
Are her hands tied? Why can't you just punch this dude? I don't know.
Lieutenant, it's likely the ambassador has the princess with him inside that armored vehicle. Use firearms to stop it with minimal force, then recover the princess. Don't lose them. Tank shells, anti-tank lances, and grenades are off limits. You could harm the princess.
Understood, Captain.
Welks, even if we can't attack with it, the Edelweiss can still block their path. Yeah, on a narrow road like this, there's no room to slip past a tank in your way.
Fair point.
Sounds like a plan.
Although the Edelweiss takes up too many CP to actually, for me to use this strategy. So instead of using all that CP to just win the mission right off the bat, they instead just use 2. So this is Rosie's show.
New targets ain't no stopping me.
So you just have Rosie run down this alleyway and right over to the APC and get right behind it.
Target armored cars sighted.
This is an order.
So here's an order I haven't used since I fought off the Batimus, the Demolition Order. This is going to give Rosie an edge on just blowing the hell out of this APC. So get right behind it, aim for the little weak spot, and then BAM! One shot's all it takes, but Rosie wasn't going to leave it attached.
Just getting warmed up.
Rosie was really pissed at this thing. No kill like overkill. And there you go, mission accomplished. All it took was just 2 CP. There you go, easy A rank, and there's no ace on this map. Pretty simple. And then they beat the shit out of the ambassador.
Are you all right?
I am unharmed. Oh, good.
Being princess ain't all fancy dinners, huh? Gotta be hard carrying a whole country.
Can it, Rosie? That's the Princess of Gallia you're talking to.
No.
Everybody just has, like, terrible manners in front of the princess. Although this is anime, so that's a good thing.
As scion of the Valkyria, it is my fate to live and die for Gallia's well-being.
That's stupid, Your Highness.
Are you sure that isn't just your excuse, Your Highness?
There you go.
What?
See?
If you label the status quo fate, you can run from the responsibility of changing.
See, in anime, if you talk shit to the nobility, then bam, you're instantly liked by them. That's why Goku can make friends with the king of everything in Dragon Ball Super. Although in like Berserk, Guts just murders nobility, so I guess there's a difference. I might be speaking a little too bold to them.
I think it's a beautiful part of nature. Your Highness may be descended from Valkyria, and that may carry a burden. The old ways and traditions you follow may be important to uphold. But I hope that you won't throw away the will to live your own life because of them.
That's enough, Welkin. Give it a rest.
Perhaps it is as you say, and I have been running from responsibility unknowingly. It is indeed mine to consider my life's role within the Valkyrian bloodline.
Your Highness.
I am most envious of your ability to speak your mind so frankly. But time enough remains to consider my role by my own will. Thank you for your words, Lieutenant.
Not at all.
Aha.
Wow, even a princess's gut'll wake up and say hi when it's empty.
I am.
Oh, now the princess has the
Lovely
blushy
bellies are a
blushes.
Clever bit of animal wisdom all humans share.
Okay, Welkin, let's back it up a little
Alicia,
bit.
Have we got anything to eat?
You bet. I brought some of the cinnamon rolls I baked this morning. Here you are, Your Highness. Thank you kindly.
That's not a cinnamon roll, that's just a piece of bread. I know what a cinnamon roll is.
I have not had such bread before, but it is quite agreeable.
And then Alicia made all the money because she got a royal commendation.
All right, let's get Her Highness back to the capital.
If that does not, like, increase Alicia, like... If that does not cement Alicia's, like, bakery hopes and dreams, nothing will. If the princess says your stuff is good, you're good.
And so Princess Cordelia returned, safe through the efforts of Militia Squad 7.
It was super easy.
Its leader, Welkin Gunther, was celebrated as rescuer to the nation's sovereign and awarded the prestigious Gallian Medal of Honor.
Well, that's cool.
Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, step forward. Sir, for excellence in valor and deed, you are hereby awarded this honor. Your Highness, please bestow the medal upon the young lieutenant.
Gladly. Congratulations, Lieutenant Gunther.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Though I have yet to reach an answer, your question drives me still. To understand my responsibility as sovereign and as a single...
You can't really whisper in this place, can you? The echo really picks up.
Oh, and know that one tradition already lies sundered by my will. I had the cooks add cinnamon rolls to my daily breakfast.
Alicia will be happy to hear it.
Lieutenant Gunther, you forget yourself.
There's to be no fun in the Gallian courts. No fun, I say. Meh.
Today's ceremonies are
This guy probably hates cinnamon rolls. What a dick.
with a word.
Lieutenant Gunther, I hope your allegiance to Gallia stands firm evermore.
Yes, Princess.
Lieutenant Gunther, I am sorry. There is something more I have not told you.
Again, you cannot whisper.
Please, be safe.
Because it just carries through the entirety of the hall.
Welkin, I'm coming in.
Sure, it's open.
Ooh, is that it?
That is a shiny ass metal.
You sure made a name for yourself this time.
It was pure luck I was there.
So have you seen the headlines? The ones that say nothing about the kidnapping?
Well, this is not good.
That reporter tells me Borg's the one pressuring the media into suppressing it.
But why would he do that?
But why suppress it?
If word got out about what happened, Gallia's relationship with the Federation would suffer.
Yeah, but they're the ones who did it.
We've got our hands full fending off the Empire. We can't afford a war on two fronts.
Well, that's a good point, but still.
So he has the whole thing covered up. I'll bet he goes on acting like it never happened.
Wow.
Well, that's kind of bullshit.
Welkin, this hurts. It's painfully obvious how shaky Gallia's standing is. I know the world's history is an endless chain of big fish eating little fish.
To put it in your terms, Welkin.
Bow to the strong. It's history and it's nature. A minor nation like ours is an easy mark, even before you add the rift within our army. Welkin, no offense, but I hope nature's wrong this time.
And Welkin just slaps him. Don't you ever say that. Never ever say that to me ever again. Welkin goes just apeshit at the mere thought that nature is wrong.
Liberation of Thousand.
Oh, jeez. But hey, now that we've rescued Princess Cordelia, we now get to get decorations. That medal that we showed off to Faldio is actually one of the medals that we'll get from going to the decorations tab. This is actually how you get your trophies in the game, at least for the PS4 re-release. And we're going to be getting quite a few decorations in this episode alone. Speaking of which, let's do that right now. So we have the Galleon Medal of Honor, and it is a nice-ass medal. Looks really nice. Very shiny. And now there's also a new tab right here for the home base, the audience hall.
Welcome to your worst nightmare, maggots! Train all you want. I've got all day. Come back anytime you're ready to sweat.
I decided to, save up my XP for the Old Man in the Cemetery first.
Hello again, son. I'm sorry.
And of course, Quentin Flynn forgot the order he was supposed to teach us. Fantastic.
Memory is failing me with age.
He does give out a really, really good order later on.
Should you wish, you can likely
So,
find me
I'm
here.
going to try getting that one a little later. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but it's pretty sweet.
Welkin, bro. I'm
So
stoked
time to
you're
upgrade our
here.
gear.
What can I do
Again.
it for? Here you go, bro. All done. Here you go, bro. All done.
Again, there's not much point in getting all these rifles, considering we've already gotten the God Rifle from doing that skirmish map over and over again, but hey, it's nice. And ironically enough, that's the only weapon we're getting for this chapter. But hey, better grenades. Those are always nice.
Whew, it's done. This one's perfect, bro. All set for you, bro. It's done. Whew, it's done. This one's perfect, bro. All set for you, bro. It's done.
So now the Edelweiss's cannon looks even better. As we'll soon see in a skirmish map I'll do in this mission, in this episode.
It's done. This one's perfect, bro.
Yeah, and I just opted out of customizing the Edelweiss here. I already got it to how I like it.
I mean it, man.
Let's see what Miss Ellett has for us today. Because she does actually have a few side stories for us this time around. But of course, just because the media isn't covering the kidnapping, that does not stop Miss Ellett. Only 22, and he's saved a princess. And done a shit ton of other stuff. That's what happens when you're an anime protagonist. Doesn't matter if it's war. Welkin is just an ace.
Da-da-da-da! I've got new material.
So this one costs a ton. It's a vacation mission for Squad 7. As we're soon gonna see.
I can see the writing
But it cost a bunch compared to the other side stories. Whatever, let's go see Princess Cordelia and get some more medals.
How have you been, Your Highness?
Very well, Lieutenant Gunther. And all the better for seeing you again. I thank you again for the valor you showed in assisting me that night.
Not at all. I was just relieved to see you were unharmed, Highness. It wasn't until I saw my friends gawk at that medal that I realized how special it was.
You truly are a rare individual.
He is a huge nerd.
It is the duty of a nation to acknowledge and reward the loyal deeds of its people. Medals and trinkets are the only form we have, but we ask that you wear them proudly.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you, Your Highness.
I hear your accomplishments do not end with that night's bravery.
No, they do not.
The stories of your accomplishments suggest I owe you a great deal more than that. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, step forward. In honor of your manifold accomplishments, you are hereby awarded this honor.
Highness, it's an honor.
So now we get a bunch of overdue medals that we should have gotten earlier on in the game. But here you go.
May your allegiance to Galia stand firm evermore.
So now we can actually see the descriptions of each of the medals. So that's for killing an ace. And that is for one of your units actually getting shot down in combat, but you can actually go pick them up with the medic. So you actually get a trophy for one of your guys just like getting knocked down.
Report. Squad 7's R&R.
So now we have an R&R mission. And they put a freaking like umbrella on top of the Edelweiss.
Figured this has got to be big if they put out an emergency call, right?
Oh, back into the field again? Militia ever heard of time off?
Hey, guess what this chapter is called?
To have called you here so early. I had news for Squad 7 of a pressing nature. The higher-ups were watching, both during your recovery of the princess and elsewhere. In recognition of those accomplishments, you and I are being granted special leave.
Hey, that's cool.
Ooh,
That's great news.
are you serious?
Music to my ears.
How wonderful.
And just these guys. The rest of Squad 7, fuck them. They don't get time off.
My house Randgreaves.
The rest of Squad 7's going like, what the hell? We did stuff too.
In other words, our orders are to cut loose and relax on a posh private beach.
Well, that's just awesome. Hot diggity.
That princess really knows how to up the morale, don't she?
For just this small little group of people. The rest of your squad, nah. I mean, I guess these are the ones who, you like, have an impact on the story, but still.
Then come on, let's go shopping. I'll pick out something nice for you.
Okay.
Wow, it's been years, huh?
Even in war, you can't get away from the beach episode, can you?
Yes. Very.
It's anime law. You cannot escape a beach episode. It has to happen.
Enjoy it.
I like how Persona 5 just like up and announces it, just in the trailers. Like, I'm trying to think of an anime game where there's not a beach episode. I honestly can't think of one off the top of my head. Yeah, they put a freaking. Why'd you bring the tank? Why'd you bring the tank to the beach?
The water's so blue.
That's my question. Why?
Preserved around anymore. Look at those white wings.
Nice onesie, Welkin.
Hi, Welkin. This, swimsuit was Rosie's idea. Really, I tried to tell her no. I wasn't sure I could pull it off.
Even Welkin is stunned.
Do I look okay?
Hey, he's not just into bugs and, like, nature and crap.
It's great, actually. Great.
You mean...
Now Welkin has the blushy blushes.
Yeah. That is...
Welkin?
You're as pretty as a white-winged gull.
God.
I look like...
For fuck's sake, Welkin.
Yeah. Those wings are just gorgeous.
Okay, so... that was a compliment?
You bet it was. The white-winged gull is just about my favorite bird.
Okay. Then thanks, Welkin.
Okay, good. At least Alicia can, like, take it as a compliment.
A little too literally. It's already hot enough as it is.
Rosie!
Don't try to pretend. You picked the raciest suit just for the lieutenant. The nerve of some girls.
Rosie, you're the one who told me to get it. Okay, someone's going in the water.
Okay.
You can't outrun her. She's the scout.
Hey, Welks.
She'll get you.
Oh, Hayes, you having fun?
I am.
Been a while since we've come to the beach, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That reminds me. Weren't you afraid of the water, East? I remember you clinging to that floaty Porcavian. We tried to drag you out and you started bawling.
Welkin. I was barely a toddler then.
There's always one character who needs a floaty in the pool, in the water.
You must be a great swimmer by now.
That's none of your business.
Shut up. I built your tank. I can swim if I want to.
Here goes, Welkin.
Ah!
Okay, so I guess these guys and Hans got to go on the vacation. The rest of Squad 7's go like, really? The pig gets to go too? Come on! I got shot!
Like an old man, Largo.
What? I ain't that old.
Oh no.
Farad and Largo don't get swimsuits. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah. You sure you don't want to go for a swim? I thought you liked that.
Nobody wants to see me running around in a skimpy suit like those kids. Not at my age.
Whatever you say, Granny. You're no better than I am, are you?
You haven't changed a bit since the day you enlisted. You still can't recognize a joke.
Those uniforms have to be ridiculously hot out there.
I think I'd keel over if that changed.
Thank you for the lovely compliment.
Come to think of it, didn't we all go to the beach just after we enlisted?
Yes, we had a big seashell hunt competition. I don't think you found a single one.
I remember. Yeah, that was a wild time. Then Frederick winds up soaked to the bone.
Largo. No Frederick stories.
Oh, touchy subject.
Oh, hey. I'm sorry.
No, I should apologize. I'm going for a little walk.
Oh.
Hell.
Yeah, there's gotta be a mood killer somewhere along the line. An awkward pair? I wonder who this is referring to.
East, over here! Pass the ball over here!
Isara! Nail him! Go!
Who are you playing against? Rosie and Hans?
Okay.
I guess she was.
Hans, did I hit you with that? I'm so sorry.
What are they playing? I cannot tell. Are they playing volleyball or something else?
She nailed the pig.
All by yourself, huh?
Okay, so I guess freaking everybody except the rest of Squad 7 gets to go here. Fuck it. Like,
Always have to play it cool, huh?
when did Elliot get here? And how did she get here?
So what, did your journalist duties call you to the beach, or are you just bored?
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
There. If I'm spending a day at the beach, I'd rather be with my boyfriend.
Oh ho ho! You got yourself a boy, do ya? Color me jealous.
I always thought Ella would be married to the press.
But there's times when I feel envious of you all,
Huh.
too.
Good for her,
A
though.
good chunk of Gallia's army, but I didn't see any other units like yours. True comrades. The bond you guys have is really a cut above the rest.
Really? Because some of our members don't like the other ones.
They're all waiting for you.
There's more than a few members on our squad besides Rosie who are super racist.
And it's not like chatting with an old married lady is any fun.
But nobody looks old in this game.
You're a piece of work.
How can you call somebody like looks old? How can you say that somebody looks old? Nobody looks old in this game. Even Largo doesn't look that old.
Oh, a promising contender joins the fray. Rosie, think you could pair up with Isara?
Oh, that's the awkward pair. I gotcha.
Sure, fine. Isara, pull your weight or you're swimming.
Okay, I'll do my best, Rosie.
All right, throw the ball, Isara.
Okay.
God, don't hit me with it. You're supposed to throw it that way.
Rosie, did I hit you with that? I'm so sorry.
Is she being sarcastic? I can't tell. Everything's good. I cannot get over the fact the frickin' pig got a spot on the vacation, but the rest of Squad 7 just gets, like, shafted. Whatever. Time for the liberation of Thousand. Gotta bring the mood back down again.
We've been given orders for our next mission.
So after coming back from the beach, it's time for one of the most, like, yeah, missions.
It's that big industrial city with all those Ragnite lines, right?
Yes. If we manage to reclaim it, it'll be a shot in the arm to Gallia's productivity.
Sounds good. So what's the plan, boss?
The militia will break up into squads and set up a perimeter around the city. Once that's set, Squad 7 takes the point. Here, look at this.
An armored rail vehicle?
It's called a train, Isara.
Right. They installed it to defend their hold on the city. Now our mission is to destroy it.
Yeah, okay, so we destroy it. Any idea how we take on a beast like that?
Largo, we destroyed the Batamus. I think we got
There's
this.
a lot more than a pack of soldiers marching at him to do that, boss.
The same with the Batamus, but we blew that up, didn't we?
Don't worry. We've got some hefty support on this one.
Support? Like who?
You know that Darksons from Empire-held areas have been brought there, right?
I've heard stories, yes. That they're being used as forced labor in the Ragnite mines and weapons
Yeesh.
factories.
So we went from a beach episode to slavery and concentration camps.
Camps is acting as our agent.
Fuck me. Well, this took a bit of a turn.
Here I get my hopes up and it's just some dark hair. Got any more great news?
Come on, Rosie. We had a nice day at the beach.
I'm just saying, I hope this guy's not as stubborn as someone else we know.
Come on, Rosie.
Stop judging people.
We just had a nice day at the beach where we were all having fun and laughing, and you gotta bring the racist shit right back into this.
I couldn't tell you dark hairs apart if I tried.
Fuck me.
I don't believe you have ever really tried, Rosie.
Thank you, Isara.
No, you just didn't.
I'm totally the bastion of tolerance.
Stop it already.
Thank you, Largo.
We're soldiers. We'll do our best out there. If the orders say work with a Darkson, we do. That said, I ain't making any promises if this guy turns out to be useless. Here?
Come on.
Well,
We
can't
just
go
had
for
a
sure,
nice day.
but the mission hinges
And
on
now everybody's just losing their shit and being racist and being a dick.
The attack begins at sundown.
You see why I have an issue with Rosie. Because she says shit like that.
Oh, this stench is unbearable. Please, some food, sir. Even water would... Keep your
Oh,
distance.
okay. This is a nice place to be.
Sumptuous dock here. Filthy. Where is the one responsible for this hovel?
You rang?
Hey, it's Steve Bloom again. But this time, Steve Bloom's a good guy.
I hear a worker in Sector D has been disobeying his work orders. Would you care to explain this infraction?
He's not disobeying you. He's been sick as a dog for a couple of days now. Folks from other camps working D Sector have gotten sick lately too. One's in a coma. That's where they handle Ragnite Refinery. Sure the toxic exhaust's being handled right?
This is Zaka. I like Zaka. Zaka's cool.
You animals need only be silent and obey.
Gregor is not, on the other hand.
Let's think of it this way. You drive them to death and the work stops getting done. That doesn't help you much, eh? I'll let you know as soon as he can work. Think you could let him rest for now?
Very well. Have him return to work the minute he's able. And remember, no one would miss the likes of a few of you maggots.
Oh, it's gonna be fun shooting Gregor in the face. Okay, so after that bit of uncomfortableness, let's go ahead and do a skirmish map, shall we? Ugh. So it's a Boreas desert map. This is the first map where we went to the desert and we had Alicia like go through sandstorms to capture the enemy base. We're gonna be doing the same thing, but a lot quicker and a lot easier. Considering now that Alicia has just been over-leveled and has her better weapon now, yeah, this should be super easy. And also she has a chance of being able to use double movement. So now this map is trivial. But still, I'm gonna put all the same units I had here before. I don't use Catherine or Marina, but I just put them there just for insurance sake. Yeah, this map is not that hard, especially given how I've trained my units.
Squad 7, move out!
See, look how awesome the cannon looks now. Looks sweet. So we got plenty of CP, but we're gonna go ahead and give Alicia a bit of a defense boost.
Brace up and get ready to defend yourself.
My turn, okay? Enemy unit spotted.
It's really telling that in Valkyria Chronicles 2, which I've been playing a little bit just to get kind of reference if I ever decide to do the sequel as a playthrough, that they increase the cost of defense boost in that game. Like in this game, it's only worth 1 CP, but in that one, it's worth 4. They knew this order was broken. They knew this order was, like, severely overpowered. Because it basically makes your unit invincible, more or less. And also, your units don't get Ragnade until they promote your units don't get Ragnade until they promote into their second, until they upgrade their class. But in that game, like, upgrading your class is more RNG than it is about leveling up. Because you have to pick up, like, certain items that you find in missions. It's a bit of a different beast from this game. And there you go. That's pretty much what lets me do this whole mission in just, like, one turn. Because double movement is ridiculously useful. And Alicia just destroys 2 tanks. No problem. That would have made that Largo mission so much easier. And there you go. Easy skirmish map. Super easy.
Operation complete. We took their base.
Alright, so before we go ahead and end this episode, we got a few more medals that we need to get. Yep. We got a medal awaiting us in the audience hall from Princess Cordelia. I believe this medal is for finishing a mission in 1 turn. But we already did that in a few missions. I don't know.
Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, step forward. In honor of your manifold accomplishments, you are hereby awarded this honor.
Highness, it's an honor.
I just said that, Lieutenant. Okay, I know that one is for, I know you get this medal for killing a certain amount of units. The Bronze Arms of Gallia. I think I gotta kill at least, like, 250 or 500. And the Order of the Holy Lance. I believe this is for finishing a mission in, like, 1 turn. Now that might... it might not have counted the missions before we rescued Princess Cordelia, and it's only counted the ones after the fact. Either way, it looks really cool. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. But, alright. Oh yeah, it was 250. Alright, in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and liberate Fauzen and help out Zaka. So until then, thanks for watching.